Where to now?
Welcome. Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
Oh, what?
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure. Welcome. Well met.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
There is a rumor whispered among pawns that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, when pawns travel beyond the rift, we can contract a peculiar illness that imperils the lives of those around us. At first, we are only restless and excitable, but in time we become so unruly that even the Arisen holds no sway over us. Indeed? Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Master, I've naught more to say. Pressing me further shan't change that.
Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. The child knows not the parent, such is the parent's due. I am a lost child, for kinship do I yearn. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn.
Methinks we've earned a brief repose. What say you, Arisen?
Come to test your wits. The parent knows the child, yet the reverse is far from true. The child knows not the parent, such is the parent's due. I am a lost child, for kinship do I yearn. So bring to me my parent, that I might better learn. And you claim this to be the parent I seek. Indeed, you are correct. All is in the name. You have proven your wits, and so I shall bestow upon you a prize. Collect it from yon chest at your leisure.
A resounding success. Nothing's coming to me, Master. I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship, and in good company at that.
Come to test your wits. Is ever the first we keep fond in our breast, and ever the first that eclipses the rest? You know of the Seeker's tokens, I trust. Those keepsakes of a fondly remembered journey. Yet where was it that you found your first? Retrace your steps if you can. You might make a new discovery. 7 days, shall we say, ere you return? May your journey be a pleasant one.
that went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Welcome. And well met.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern. I've seen my festival. Always been here.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to even discover it.
Let's take it easy today.
Come to test your wits. Seeker's tokens are treasures indeed, keepsakes of a fondly remembered journey. Yet where was it that you found your first? Retrace your steps if you can. You might make a new discovery. Ah, I see I needn't have worried. Well sought and well found. I trust it was a pleasant jaunt. As promised, you shall have your prize. Look for it in yon chest. 5 riddles have I posed, and 5 answers have you given. Perhaps you expected more. But I'm afraid that's that. Our next game shall have to take a different tack. Though constant this world may seem, in truth, all is in flux. And so, the time has come for me to fly. If you are not yet satisfied, seek me at my new abode. But for now, I bid you farewell, dogged adventurer.
A result to be proud of.
Not half bad. Well, so dearly did you love our game that you have sought me out again. Let us resume at once. I too have grown rather engrossed.
What else needs
This is
doing?
all I know. I'm not stopping.
Welcome.
Always another area to treat.
With a ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please. 'Tis not an item to be squandered.
must be the townsman. I'm in it now.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Can't stand much more of this.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work. The rules at your leisure.
Go on then. Tell me of your latest. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again.
Sow chaos among our foes, and every battle shall be ours. Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
Well met, sir.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
I'm somewhere.
Lots of people pass by
all
here.
sides.
What is life without a little spice?
Welcome.
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain unseen, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
This task is our responsibility. We must strive to see it fulfilled. It would seem we've a need to visit the palace.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to it.
Look, as long as you think it'll be chopped off. What about you?
Well met. You are come to shack. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
This inspires naught but misgivings. Do with a decent supper.
Oh my god.
Just take it easy.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We shall await you here, Master.
Do let me know if you're in need of aid. If you don't mind, sir, I've my duty to attend to.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest.
Wood that all my days was so.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
That's acting up today. All my days was so.
I'm surrounded by wedges on all sides.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes it.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to Minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor. You should have heard the chiding Allard gave me. He was so furious, you'd think I'd killed someone. Mark my words, there's more to that package than meets the eye.
You ought to be more prudent. You know the fate of a wagging tongue.
'Tis off for the best that we shut our eyes to the goings on of the palace. You would do well to remember.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
quite as I used to anymore.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Still waiting on that report.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign. At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand. We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it. Right you are. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for. We're here, and none the worse for wear.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow. But what precisely is their aim? Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid?
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? How extraordinary.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Welcome.
Can't they see the old bloody place is watching?
Something good will come of today. I just know it. Ready for tomorrow.
The rules at your neck. As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
Go on then. Tell me of your latest. Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to. Assist you. Do come again.
In relation to that, can it be we have no sword wielders in our party? We mustn't let our enemy draw too close.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. I've been on my feet
No one's
all
coming to
day.
my rescue.
Not without its charms.
All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
If I grin and bear it, I'll make it through.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker. Shall we visit the manor, as the maid bid? A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I trust we've all inspected our equipment. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I dare say I've accomplished a few feats to be proud of, at least.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tail bite!
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle,
I shall... If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and... mark them. Delighted to meet you, especially if we share a sweet tooth.
This isn't the way to our destination. But I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Good heavens! The pantry is falling. This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Here already? Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
Off with you then. Glad we understand each other. You may pass.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Stop this! I beg of you! That's enough.
Nowhere to go.
Well met. Glad to see you in good health. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. Passage into and out of the village is restricted, and we're being treated as slaves. I had intended to endure it till Ulrika returned to us, but I fear the villagers have already reached their limit. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. We've a mind to leave this village for good. The Dragon's Flame has devastated the land here. Many of the villagers question whether it is worth attempting to restore it. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the village she's staying in would be glad to take us in. Only problem is how we're going to get past the soldiers. They've confiscated all weapons to forestall our escape. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons or find a means of procuring some anew, we could force our way out through strength of arms. Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch. It would be unwise for us to attempt aught on our own. You are our only hope in this matter. Pray, lend us your aid.
Stop this! I beg of you!
Hail! I've not forgotten what you did, helping me save my brother. Would that I could return the favor. But we've a bit of a situation here, if you hadn't noticed. Our weapons are being kept in yon storeroom, with those cowards stationed in and around it day and night.
Say, mayhap we could distract them. Then someone could slip in and...
Are you mad? We're simple villagers, no match for trained soldiers. But I suppose someone's got to act. All right, how's this? We'll draw the guards' attention, giving you a chance to sneak in and get our weapons back. You'll do it then? Right! You wait here. We'll have him away from his post in a trice. Just you watch.
What do you think you're doing here?
Halt!
I beg of you!
How are you faring? Have you been able to procure any weapons for us? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. I am certain the other villagers shall be glad to arm themselves with their weapons of choice. My thanks. I'd wager we stand a fighting chance now. The time has come to leave this village behind.
I've got you cornered, rat.
Don't fret, I've got you. With me! Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
This cannot be!
Retreat! We must withdraw and regroup!
You have my gratitude for aught you've done on our behalf. We'll make for the village Ulrika staying in on our own from here. If I were you, I'd leave this place afore reinforcements arrive. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're of a mind to visit, know that we'll welcome you into our new homes with open arms. Till then, farewell.